Wah. Hello, welcome to Crash Bandicoot. Welcome to a brand new playthrough that I'm going to do. This is of Crash Bandicoot. After finishing, Ape Escape, finishing all of the things and all of the monkeys and stuff. Finally done with that, and now we can relax and, play some Crash Bandicoot. Oh, he's on a beach. What a fancy boy. Right, so, before I go any further, with like anything else, I just want to say that this playthrough is going to be recorded through DuckStation. So this is the first time that I'm going to be recording a sort of game to play on Darby's Uncut through emulation. So I'm going to see how it goes. It's going to be interesting because I wanted to set this up and see how it went. I've set the resolution up for 1440p just to see how it goes. But yeah, so this whole playthrough is going to be through DuckStation. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully things don't just, explode. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. So the reason I want to, oh no, I want to restart that. That's not fair. So the reason I wanted to play Crash Bandicoot and I wanted to start playing this game instead of anything else is because Crash Bandicoot is a game that I played all the time growing up. It's a game that I've completed 100% like once or twice. It's not a game that I really enjoy to 100% complete, so I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do for this playthrough. But when I think about the other games that I was going to play, like Spyro and maybe a couple other things, this was a game that I was more sort of interested in playing. So this is the one I decided to just settle on for now. So we're going to play Crash Bandicoot and see how we do. Yeah, I don't know about 100% completion. I'm not that interested, to be honest. Oh, there we go. If I get all of the crates in stages, then yeah, that's fine. But otherwise, I'm not super fussed about it. Certain stages will be easier to get all the crates in than other ones, and I'll just, take it as it is, to be honest. I'm not too fussed about going back through and replaying the whole game numerous times, and the fact that this game's so unforgiving as well with its, like, checkpoints and stuff, like, I don't think I'd be super happy with doing that. So we got a gem. Look at us go with our gem. I don't know. I'll save it. I think that in the future I'll just skip this. This isn't necessary. Did this just freeze? I don't know. Maybe I'll need to hide that UI as well. The HUD. The UI just saying like, oh, it's saved to the slot. Whee! Look at me go. Isn't he a Bash Bandicoot? So the reason I wanted to play this one as well, before anything else, I wanted to play Crash Bandicoot on the PS1, or the PS1 version, instead of playing the Insane Trilogy. I didn't particularly want to play that one because I feel like the original Crash Bandicoot is better, in my opinion. I enjoy it a lot more. It's got more of a soft spot for me than playing the Insane Trilogy, and the Insane Trilogy is a lot more forgiving. When you die, it's a lot more forgiving. It's nowhere near as brutal in the original. So I don't know. I feel like it's a reason I want to play the original. Apart from that, I just really like how the game looks. It's like Crash 1 still holds up, it still looks really, really good. And we got all the things. I always used to think that that was just a weird face on like a wooden panel. I don't know why, like Torna's face. I don't know why I thought that. Oh, look at me go. Whee. So yeah, it will be saving, you just won't really see it as much anymore. It's just kind of unnecessary, you don't really have to sort of see that. But it's helpful for like the playthrough so I can keep track of stuff and know where I am with things. So isn't that useful? Oh no! I missed 3 boxes. That's a shame. Oh, it's the great gate. It's a great gate that's a gate that's great. Whoa. I feel like it's a bit of a strange sort of playthrough to do after playing Ape Escape. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Kingdom Hearts playthrough that I was doing. I don't know if I'll still keep doing that or if that's just going to be... Whoa. Oh, the same for Mario 64 as well. I wanted to keep playing that and Kingdom Hearts, but that's just like... I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that, to be honest. What am I doing? I want to just play one game at a time now, and only play another game if it's like a one-off or something, because I get way too distracted by playing too many games at the same time. So, you know, for myself, I feel like it's a lot better to just play one game at a time. So, that's what we're doing. We're playing Crash Bandicoot. But yeah. I really enjoyed playing my Ape Escape. It's a lot of fun to go back and play it again after not playing it for so long. It's going to be the same for this as well. I mean, I played it on my Anbinica G35XX, but I haven't completed it. And it's not a very easy game to complete on the Anbinic either, because like the Anbinic has a weird D-pad, so it's really difficult to do like consistent back and forths between left and right, because you end up moving in directions you don't really want to, which kind of sucks. So in terms of how I'm gonna play this, and like the playthrough and parts, I don't really know just yet. I don't really know if I want to do like an island an episode or a boss an episode. I don't quite know at the moment, to be honest. I don't really think that far ahead. I guess I just play until I get bored and I don't want to play anymore. That's a really bad way of doing this. Boulders and I forgot what the other one's called. But there's like 2 of these stages in the game. Both of them, once you remember how the stages work, it's really not difficult to actually play the stage. You just hold down for most of the stage. Ooh, look at me go. I feel like the stages similar to this in Crash 2 are a lot more difficult because of the hitboxes are a bit strange compared to the first one, and I don't know, I feel like there's a lot more misdirection with the level design as well. Like there's Wumpa fruits telling you to go one way, but you're supposed to go the other way, and it's just really weird. Yeah, with like Crash 1 and Crash 2, even Crash 3, I didn't really play Crash 2 or 3 at all. I had a demo for Crash 3, but I just had Crash 1 and Crash Bash growing up, so that was fun. Just growing up with Crash 1 and Crash Bash. Wee. But it was a lot of fun. This is why I wanted to play Crash 1 more than I wanted to play any other Crash game. And I don't know if when I finish this, I'll actually play another Crash game. Even CTR, I didn't have Crash Team Racing growing up. So I don't have that sort of connection to it, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, it's a skull on a mountain. Whee! Let me get that. Aku, aku, aku. Uku, 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 uku. I like these stages. These stages are cool. If you didn't really know about Crash Bandicoot as well, there's a little interesting little piece of info for you. The Crash Bandicoot 1 was one of the first games to use culling, which is why the levels look so detailed. So the game didn't load the whole environment in one go. It sort of loaded whatever was on screen at the time, so any geometry that's hidden behind something else technically was unloaded, and then when you'd look at it, it would load it back in. So that's kind of how it would work. And it's a very useful sort of thing for complex environments, so you can get more detail with less hit to your performance. And it's a technique that's used like a lot today still. And you kind of have Crash Bandicoot to thank for that. And like the same kind of goes for Spyro as well. Spyro was one of the first games to use level of detail for its like large environment. So the whole stage wasn't loaded in one go. You had different types of models depending on how far you are from the different pieces of environment. And then that's how the sort of, you know, it's how the game would sort of progress. It's how the developers would help things to make it more like consumable for the PS1, because the PS1 wasn't like super powerful. It had texture warping. You didn't see Mario 64 with texture warping, I don't think. But yeah, it's just how it was, and you know, they had to make different ways to make the game more suitable for the system. And that's one of the ways they ended up doing it. Oh no! But yeah, I don't know. I like Ape Escape because of its level of detail and how detailed things are and how nice everything looks, and you know, it's just a fancy looking game. And there's a lot of really good looking games on the PS1 as well. It's one of the things you can say about the PS1. There's a lot of games that really like, you know, stood the test of time and still look great today. I mean, some of them just look like garbage. What's that game? Bubsy 3D. Bubsy 3D just looks like absolute garbage. Look, I won. And I was complaining about Bubsy the cat. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know, Bubsy, I don't know. I like doing that, it's my favourite thing. Crash 1 is so satisfying. I don't know what it is, but like when you spin into stuff and a bunch of stuff just breaks in one go, it's so satisfying. It's something that's not really replicated in other games as well. And when you like spin into something and it flies away and it just breaks a bunch of stuff in the distance, like that's super satisfying as well. I like doing that, it's a lot of fun. Like this. Go away. Go away. Up, blah. Give me that Aku Aku mask. So there's a one up here. And there's an embryo there. There we go. Is it embryo or is it nitrous oxide? I always forget. I think it's embryo. Which is a disgusting name for a character. Oh well. The Crash one is like, obviously it's like the pilot episode of a cartoon where things just seem a bit weird in comparison to the rest of the franchise. When you look at like Ape Escape 1 to all of the other Ape Escapes, like Ape Escape 1 still kind of fits in because it doesn't look too different. It's still like the same, but Crash 1 to Crash 2 to Crash 3, I feel like Crash 1 is a lot sort of different, to be honest. Like Cortex sounds different. I feel like the way that Crash looks is different. The way that levels are formatted is it's kind of similar, but I don't know. I feel like it's a lot different as well. I just feel like Crash 1 is very unique in the Crash franchise. And I'm gushing about Crash Bandicoot. I didn't think I was going to. I went to the gym today and I came back like, I don't know, half an hour ago, maybe a bit longer, and I still got some energy somehow. So the rest of my energy is being used to gush about Crash Bandicoot. So gushing about Crash Bandicoot. I was gushing everywhere. But the thing that I like the most about Crash 1 is how the game feels more like it feels more like, you know, a journey than the other Crash games. There we go. Sort of Crash 1 feels more like you're going on a journey to the end. I mean, that's literally every game in the world. But Crash Bandicoot 1 feels more like you're going, you're starting on the beach, on Insanity Beach, and you're working your way towards Cortex right at the end. And it feels more like a journey, it feels more like a build-up with the changes of the environment. So you start on the beach, and then you work more through the jungle, and then you go through more like caves and things like that, and then on the final island you're going through, you know, like factories and castles, and it feels more like you're going through like an actual journey compared to Crash 2 and 3, where it's just like, here's a bunch of levels, choose which ones you want to do. I want to redo this stage. I missed that box, it's annoying me. It shouldn't be. But it's the thing that I like the most about Crash 1. Crash 1 is more like, you know, a sort of natural progression to get towards the end of the game. You know, there's more of a build up and stuff, and it's so good. And it's why I like Crash 1 more than I like the other Crash games. It's I don't know. Sue me. I don't know. I love Crash Bandicoot 1. As you could probably tell, I really like this game. I'm gonna go into concentration mode for a second. What? I did not hit that thing. Up. And up. And up. I feel like having the videos for Darbus and Darbus and Cut and having them be separate sort of things, I feel like it helps a lot with trying to separate in my mind the sort of videos that I want to make. And it's a lot easier to distinguish the two videos as well. No, how did I miss that? This game silly. Get out of here with your mouth harp. But I feel like if you look at my Darbus Uncut videos and you look at my Darbus videos, I feel like it's a lot easier. I missed it again. I feel like it's easy to be able to see the difference between the two channels. I feel like they're developing sort of more on their own now, which is good. I feel like it's taken a bit of a while to figure out what I want to do for each channel, but I feel like it's gotten to a point now where they're more distinguished and separated from each other. That's annoying. That one chest. Stupid crate. That's the native fortress. I think I'll just do this one, and then I'll end the video. Because, this is a fairly long stage, and depending on how sort of together I am, it might take a little while to get through this stage, so we'll see. But the stage is really vertical. It's all about getting towards the top of the stage. The further up you get, the more difficult things become. It's more of a zigzag as well. So you have like this floor, and then you got this bit, and then you got the floor just above, and then you're going back to the other side, and then you're going up again, and then when you get to that floor, it's like the third floor, then it gets a lot more difficult, and you have to do with all of that stuff as well. But I don't think I can 100% this stage unless I have one of the coloured gems, so I might as well just, you know, get through the stage and just complete it with whatever crates I can. There's no point. Come on. I didn't realise that I would have been so sort of on top of playing Crash 1. Sometimes if you're not really paying, like, you can get into a flow state of Crash 1 and you can complete this game in like about an hour. Also, if you're not going for 100% completion, it takes about an hour, which isn't that bad. And if you're not in a flow state, it is a lot more difficult to complete this game, because you can get more frustrated and it's a lot more difficult to actually, you know, like, play the game properly. Ooh. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm in like a good focused state at the moment. Maybe it was going to the gym. Maybe going to the gym has made me good at Crash Bandicoot for some reason. Let's go. Let's go to the next stage. Oh, come on. Something I used to like to do is stand right at the top of here, jump off, and then spin and set all of the spinny things off in one go. I really like to do that. Like that. Really loud. But it makes coming back up a bit easier, so there we go. Yo. Lovely. Now we just have to worry about getting through this bit. This bit is the most difficult part. I'll show this soon when I get over to there, but there is a part of the stage where you need to have a coloured gem and it takes you really high into the sky. So I think for that reason I won't be able to complete this stage properly just yet. Also, these pillars are stupid. The timing of these pillars is completely dependent on when they come onto screen. It's a good thing that I just got a checkpoint then. So yeah, if things don't come on in the correct time on screen, then it makes it a lot more difficult, like almost impossible to get through like a certain part of the stage. This is a red gem thing. It's so annoying. So if you die, it actually makes the stage more difficult. Oh, that was easy. It's really bad. It's the only like sort of major issue I have with this stage. Is that, like, you know, certain level stage hazards are dependent on when they spawn on screen. Give me that. Yep. Ah, no. Come on. Yeah. If I didn't die that one time, I would have done that on my first try. Okie dokie. I think that's where I'm going to end the video for now, so we'll go on to Up the Creek, and then we'll have Ripperoo after this. Around the other side of the map, if I can get the camera around there. Koala Kong is here, where the little volcano is. And I think there's only 2 bosses on this map. So yeah, the next part, we will continue and get through Up the Creek. Yeah, later, taters.